Zay, your mental health though too. I wanted to ask you about that part of the game. When you see these artists come in from 0, you see them go to 100, and you see them tragically pass away, man. How did that impact you over the years? And was there ever a time that you was like, you know what, F this, I'm done?
That's the most hurtful thing, is really seeing these guys, like, you know, like they'd be right there with me. Like say Bankroll Fresh.
Scream.
Like, you know what I mean? That's just with me all day, every day. It's like a little brother, you know what I mean? I mean, Fresh was the type of guy, he'll come to my house, he'll eat dinner with us. If I got choir rehearsal, he gonna ride with me there. If I'm going down to my grandma's house in Columbus, Zay, come on, Zay, I'm gonna ride with you. You know, it's like, it was one of those things. So, and then it's hurtful to see, like, dang, you know, he just passed away. And I didn't seen that so much with all these artists. So I feel like one of the reasons God put me even in the position that I'm in is to kind of help and show a certain type of character, so these young guys won't be into the stuff they into. You know, I know a lot of these guys, they, you know, they street, they come from the street. But I always try to keep those guys around me and keep them close, so they might say, well, you know what, let me move like this, or let me, you know, do things like this. So, and I feel like that, for me, that's like, I don't want to say like a ministry, but it's something that I feel like God put me in that position where they call me Zaytoven, the trap father, to be around these type of people, but give a good influence. So I, you know, I hate seeing that, and I don't want to see that anymore. So I try my best to do much as I can. You know how you can't just talk somebody, you can't talk them to death and say, bro, you need to do this and that. You just got to keep them under your hip and then try to move a certain way with them. So and teach them that way.
Bankroll popping shit though, man. How did that banker come about in that video shoot and all of that, man?
Man, me and Bankroll was recording every day, all day. And what makes guys like him so great is he can come over to my house every day and record me, then go somewhere else and record with somebody else, you know, all day, every day. So it's just, you know, real gift. I remember hearing him for the first time rapping on a beat that I ain't give him. I don't know how he got it. Well, that's most artists though. Most artists, like it's right now, like these girls that's got the song going, I didn't know, like, they rapping on my beat until, they snap, they rapping on my beat. But it's a blessing though. It's a blessing that, because these songs are going up. So he was one of them guys, man. The guy brought him to me like, Zay, you need, Wallow had brought him to me like, Zay, you gotta hear this young kid. I heard him for the first time, and it was like he moved in the next day. That's just how it was.
That's crazy.
That's how much I liked him.
Who did you have the best chemistry with in there, man?
I'ma always have to say Gucci. I'ma always have to say Gucci was the best chemistry I had, because we came in the game together. We created a sound.
How did y'all meet, Zay?
So I was cutting hair at Candler Road at the hair school. I was going to hair school to get my barber license. But I had a studio in my parents' house. I'm the new kid, came from California, got a little studio in his parents' house in the basement. So everybody wanted to come through. Somebody I knew was friends with Gucci. Gucci came over with him one day. Gucci heard the beats and everything. I had a studio. He like, man, I want you to make a beat for my little nephew. He wrote the song. The song was called Lil Buddy. The artist's name was Lil Buddy. And it was just like, it went from that to Gucci in there, you know, trying to coach him and rapping a song for him. And I was like, dang, Gucci just had something special to me, where it ended up he started rapping. Then he started calling me every day. Say, I'm gonna come over there, let's do a song. And that went, I'm talking about every 7 o'clock in the morning. Gucci called, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm coming over to the house, let's record. And, you know, I know I was recording to put it on CD and go listen to it in the car. I didn't think about blowing up or none of that. I didn't think about none of that. I just wanted to, you know, listen to the songs we did. So, and it just went from there, man. So I think we got the best chemistry for sure.
When your music started going global though, Zay, what was that feeling like for you, man?
I always felt like it was luck. I always felt like it's not gonna happen, you know, like, I got lucky and got a song that blew up. You know, I'm gonna embrace this moment and love, you know, the time. But I feel like, you know, so many one-hit wonders and so many songs that blow up, and then that artist ain't really nobody no more. So I almost felt like this might be happening. That's why I kept going to the barbershop. Like, you know, I got a hit song, but, you know, I still gotta, you know, I still gotta work and provide and be like a man. So I always looked at it like that.
Facts.
So it wasn't until it started happening over and over again, like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's something to it.
When you got in there with Trouble, though, and you kind of slick changed his sound at that time, man, because I remember telling Trouble, I like, now, this stuff I was hearing before you got with Zay, ain't this stuff I'm hearing now.
Yeah.
What was that like when y'all got in that studio, man?
Man, Zay did it. I remember we doing that project.
Yeah.
Man, one thing about artists like Trouble, just all the artists I work with in the city, they make me look good. You know what I mean? It's not, I be trying to let people know, it's not that I don't feel like I'm just so great. It's just I keep working with all these great artists and they bring something different, or they bring something different to my sound, and it start making me look like, man, Zay, he the guy. But it's like, you know, it's the artist that's really, you know what I mean, making me look real good. So Trouble just brought a whole different sound out of, you know, what I was doing.